Take like an hour to read the sports page. Sick with frogs.
10. You're rolling. We've got John Bukovic for Victoria and Ron Grimley for Western Australia taking the first face off. There they go. Kecker takes the ball forward and picks up. Victoria in possession, blue. 10. And bad pass out of Kecker. We've got John Bukovic for Victoria and Ron Grimley for Western Australia taking the first face off. Crush in the centre. There they go. Kecker takes the ball forward and picks up. Victoria in possession, blue. Cleared out by and bad pass out of Kecker. Shot, good save by Mark Kinderman. Ball back to Gibbs, the goalkeeper. Behind Crush in the centre. Dennis Banyard. Take the body out. There he is now. He's got the ball now outside. Johnny outside to the left. 3 blue. Dennis Newman, number 16, and John Bukovic, number 10, off for the offside on a technical penalty. Found too many on the ground. It's a shot over the top. There he is now. He's got the ball now outside. Kennedy brings outside to the left. 3 blue. Dennis Newman, number 16, and John Bukovic, number 10, off. Keen for the offside on a technical penalty for having too many on the ground. Out wide. I think it was Greg Peacock. No, it's a shot over the top. Now playing on the midfield. Kennedy brings it in from behind the goal. Kennedy to Banyard. Banyard to Keane. Keane to Clay Johnson. Kecker took the face off. Clay Johnson out wide. I think it was Greg Peacock. Got it off to Alan Bauer. Alan Bauer's taking the ball into attack for blue. Ball to Dennis Newman. Kecker took the face off, won the ball. Kecker in the centre of the ball. Beverly Rump got it off to Alan Bauer. Alan Bauer's taking the ball into attack for blue. Sitting in isolation for kick. Now it's been covered. Ball to Dennis Newman. Ball to Peter Morley. Dennis Newman. Kecker in the centre of the ball. Sagging. Number 4 sitting in isolation for kick. Now it's been covered. Darren Gibson around his man and scores. Darren for Victoria. Craig Dennis Bell down the centre. Not too sure who the West Australian was. Missed that one. Sagging. Ball's out. Craig Bell wins it. Victoria in possession. It was 15. Ron Grimley took the face off against him. Darren Gibson around his man and scores. Darren for Victoria. Craig Bell down the centre. Not too sure who the West Australian was. Missed Freeman. Round about. Ball's out. Craig Bell wins it. Victoria in possession. It was 15. Ron Grimley took the face off against him. Glenn Meredith around, he's around. Good check from behind. Ross Freeman. Ball's loose. Big pile-up. It's come out. Jeff Campbell, the ground ball. Peter Brown carrying the ball. Can't get through. Craig Bell driving. Beat his man. Popped off. Round, he's around. Good check. Jeff Campbell. Ball's loose. Big in the centre against Ron Grimley again. Jeff Campbell, the ground ball. Tight. Kick is down over the ball. And Dennis Newman takes the ground ball, gets away with it. Rapaic around him, called the foul. Driving, a slash around the side. Newman's in, pass off to Jeff Freeman, but Freeman dropped it. in the centre against Ron Grimley again. Tight, Keck is down over the outside. Keck has got the ball Dennis now. Newman takes the ground ball, gets away with it. Rapaic around him, called the foul for the slash around the side. Ross Freeman moving in. Passed inside across to Chris Baker. Chris Freeman, Peter Brown. Peter Brown to Freeman. No, it's not Freeman, sorry. Peter Brown outside. Freeman's got the ball now. Keck has got the Freeman in the centre. No, he was all set to wind, but he didn't. Jeff Campbell, Ross Freeman moving in. Passed inside across to Chris Baker. Chris Baker to Peter Brown. Peter Brown to Freeman. No, it's not Freeman. Sorry. Peter Brown behind the goal. Too sure. Freeman's got behind the goal on the side. Keck has got the shot and it's saved. No, he was all set to wind, but he didn't. By Darren Gibson out wide. Ross Freeman behind goals. Chris Baker. No, sorry. It's Peter Brown behind the goal. Chris Baker to Keck. Behind the goal on the side, and it's a shot and it's saved. Like it was going to be the shot. Ball picked up by Darren Gibson out wide. To the side. Ross Freeman behind goals. Chris Baker. Yeah, Darren Gibson behind goal. So Peter Brown now. Chris Baker. Chris Baker to Kecker. Kecker's up inside. No. Like it was going to be the shot. Looking at dump off. Chris Baker to the side. Gets hooked out and pushed. Yeah, Darren Gibson behind goal. Right. Ball's out to the side. West Australia bringing it out of defence. They're still taking their cluster Gibson in the centre. Out from behind. He's over. Ball's lost. Picked up by Peter Brown. And Peter Brown, he's got Peter Morley backing him up and Chris Baker out behind him. Right. Ball's out to the side. West Australia bringing it out of defence. Yeah, behind the goal taking their Peter Brown in the centre. It's out to the side. Pops it across the right. Ball's lost. Freeman picked up by Peter Brown. Using his body. Backhand shot it in the goal. Ross Freeman. Chris Baker out behind him. Right, going. We got West Australia was Grimley. Has got the ball away. Yeah, behind the goal by Glenn Meredith. Peter Brown driving from the back. The ball's cleared down the ground. Jeffrey Campbell takes it out. Freeman's right hand. His body. Backhand shot it in the goal. Ross Freeman. There's a push. Jeez, you can't put your hand on it. We got West Australia was Grimley. Has got the ball away. Picked up by Glenn Meredith. Goal. Meredith. The ball's cleared down the ground. Jeffrey Campbell takes it out. Can't quite see that. Craig Bell's the centre. West Australia take the ball away. Push. Jeez, you can't put your hand on it. Glenn Meredith drives, beats his man, pops it across, passes on to it's a nice goal. Murray Keane round the back to Mark Centres are in, can't quite see how that. Craig Bell's the centre. Goes out wide. West Australia take the ball away. Down to Jeff Kennedy, out deep. Isolation there as far as Kennedy's concerned. To Murray Keane round the back to Mark Meadows. Out wide. Shot on. Goes out wide to Fraser McGuffin. McGuffin down to Jeff Kennedy, out deep. Meadows brings the ball in. Runs at Bauer. Bit of isolation there as far as Kennedy's concerned. Sorry, Skepper's the ball there. Dennis Newman backing him up. Kennedy's got the ball out to shot on. Morley. Off the goalkeeper's. Right, the ball's brought in by Metam. Metam brings the ball in. It's an isolation. Runs at Bauer. Good check. Good check by Craig Bell on Morley. Hold him out. Sorry, Skepper. Skepper's the ball there. Out the front. Dennis Newman backing him up. Kennedy's got the ball out to Kennedy. Morley setting it up. It's an isolation. Moving pick call against the Western Australians. Craig Bell on Alan Bauer with the ball. Hold him out. It's out the front. John Bukavich with the ball. Was an illegal procedure by goal. The ball turned over. Setting it up. No, it should be a 30-second penalty actually on that one. Now Ross Freeman with the ball in the centre. Moving pick call against the Western Australians. Kick it to Ross Freeman again. Alan Bauer with the ball. Freeman out to Gibson. Gibson round to Peter Brown. John Bukavich with the ball. Was an illegal procedure by goal. The ball turned over. Out the front. Ross Freeman shoots and just missed it into the back line. Now Ross Freeman with the ball in the centre to Kecker. They're coming to the right side. It's going to the goalkeeper behind. Freeman out to behind the goal. Coming out to the left side now. Peter round to Chris Baker. No, we have Steve Mousey bringing the ball out. The ball comes out. Ross Freeman shoots and it just Tony Martella picks it up. He drops it again. Still holds. They're coming to the right side. It's going to the goalkeeper behind, mate. Behind the goal. Coming out to the left side now. Dennis Banyard with the ball. Peter Morley taking. No, we have Steve Mousey bringing the ball out. The ball comes out and hits the ground. Tony Martella picks it up. He drops it again. Still holds it. Drives on Kecker. Dennis Banyard with the ball. Peter Morley taking him. Ansel out front. Tony Martella. Now it's a pass to the front and it's a shot blocked away by John Bukavich. Play drives on Kecker. Right. Clay Johnson down the side to where is he? Peter Rapake. Oh, we got Ansel to Rapake now. It's a pass to the front. It's a shot blocked away by John Bukavich. To Keen shot. Stopped by Mark Kinnaman in goals. Ball deflects off. Right. Clay Johnson down the side. Jeff Campbell carries the ball all the way down. Cleared all the way through the ground. Rapake to Tony Martella. We've got Brown with the ball behind. Across to Keen shot. Changes across and shoots and it's in. Chris Baker the goal. Off. Body checks it. Jeff Campbell carries the ball all the way down. Cleared all the way through the ground. And Ron Grimley, the centres. On the extras, we've got Brown with the ball behind. Chris Baker's got the ball. Changes across and shoots and it's in. Chris Baker, the Victoria, gets the ball down to Ross Freeman. Down deep to Peter Brown behind the goal. Darren Gibson on the other side. And Ron Grimley, the centres. Accepted. There's a penalty being called. Darren Gibson's got it. He's inside. He's pushing around. Yeah, of course you can. Glenn Meredith for Victoria gets the ball. Out to Glenn Meredith. Ross Freeman and saved by the goalkeeper. Peter Brown behind the goal. Darren Gibson on the other side into the centre of the ground. Cut by Jeff Campbell to Bukavich. Bukavich back to Freeman. There's a penalty being called. Darren Gibson goes out. He's inside. He's pushing around. Gibson to Brown. Ball back behind the net. Across to Chris Brown. Glenn Meredith. Glenn Meredith shot and saved by the goalkeeper. Ross Freeman. The reverse. Freeman has the ball taken to the centre of the ground. Shot, gives it to Bukavich. Bukavich back to Freeman. Freeman goes out the side to Gibson. Gibson to Brown. Brown across to Chris Brown. Kecker again. Right, Bukavich takes the face-off against Grimley and wins the ball again. Victoria has lost 2 face-offs so far. Grimley's taking all the face-offs. That was Kecker. Number 10 is Kekema. No, Ron Bukovic takes the face-off against Grimley and wins the ball again. Victoria have lost 2 face-offs so far. Grimley's taking all the face-offs. No. That was Kicker. Number 10 is Kekema. No, Ron Grimley's from Victoria, from West Australia.
No fault of Des, it's only bloody...
Good day, mate. All right, son. Nice to see you. No. We don't over yet. Sorry? Fair enough. All right. 1 minute for a slash on Clay Johnson. Good day, mate. All right, son. Nice to see you. We don't over. Moving right along. Yeah. All right, we've got Peter Brown out the front now. Freeman going to the left. Yeah. 1 minute for a slash on Clay Johnson. Chris Baker, Kecker, Ross Freeman. Out the Clown. Clown down to Gibbo. Go back to Clown. Kicker's on the front. Moves around. Chris Baker. All right, we've got Peter Brown out the front now. Freeman going to the left. The ball going. Chris Baker retrieved the ball. Chris Baker, Kecker. Ross Freeman. It's a special comment from Bruce Neal. Clown down to Gibbo. Ball out to Clown. Peter Brown across to Chris Baker. Was going to have a shot. Chris Baker took it back again. Shot and a save. Carried through. Left the ball behind. Chris Baker retrieved the ball. Gibbo to Brown. It's a special comment from Bruce Neal. Not too ball sure out to Peter Brown. Peter Brown across to Chris Baker. Was going to have a shot. Faked it. Took it back again. Bukovic with the ball. Picked up the ball. Down to carried through. Chris Baker. Chris Baker across to Darren Gibson. Gibbo drives. And a shot. Gibbo the ball's to Brown. And a shot. And Brown it's taken away by the defence line. Not too sure who that was in the middle there. Young Brown, I think. Bukovic, Chris Brown carried the ball down deep. Chris Baker across to Darren Brown. Gibbo drives. Peter Brown and driving. A shot. And the ball's gone driving. And a shot. Back. And it's taken away by the defence line. Freeman comes through to relieve, but he just goes past him. Cross deep to Chris Baker. Brown carried the ball down deep to Peter Brown. Freeman to Bukovic. Driving. Pulls back. A shot and is wide, and it's Victoria. Freeman comes through to relieve. Peter Brown just carrying, drives round. Good check, good body check. Pushed him out. To Chris Baker. At the top, bad pass. Freeman into the defensive stick. Picked up there by Freeman to Bukovic. Chris Brown. Chris Brown shot and is wide, and it's Victoria. Peter Brown carrying, drives round. Good check, good body check. Pushed him out. Ball's up the top, bad pass. Drops into the defensive stick. Picked up there by Kecker, shot and in the back of the net. Chris Brown to Darren Gibson. Bell in the centre for Victoria. And we've got an illegal procedure somewhere along the line, I think. By Blue, the ball goes gold. Kecker, shot and in the back of the net. Clay Johnson carrying Craig Bell in the centre for Victoria. Johnson taking it down deep. And we've got an illegal procedure somewhere behind the net. I think. Glenn Meredith standing in blue. He's going to drive. Goes gold. Hooked out to Keane. Keane shot. Hit the top bar. Clay Johnson carrying the ball. Been picked up by Craig Bell. He's in all sorts of deep. He's in the centre. Goes behind the net. Glenn Meredith standing him. He's going to drive. Hooked out to Keane. Keane shot. Hit the top bar. It was no goal. Been picked up by Craig Bell. He's in all sorts of Bukovic. He's in the centre. The ball goes blue. Sorry. Right, Kecker with the ball. Heron was taking the face off. And Ron Grimley. Wasn't Grimley. Numbers too close together. Right, ball down deep. Peter Brown. Darren Gibson. McCabe. Beat them all the way up the side. The ball goes on the top end. Dennis Newman. Right, Kecker with the ball. Heron was taking the face off then. Wasn't Grimley. Dennis Newman with the ball now. Down to Freeman. Freeman down deep. Peter Brown. Darren Gibson. So cut by Peter up the side to Darren Gibson behind the top end. But Dennis Gibson drives forward, comes back inside and gets checked away. The ball's taken off him. Ball's out wide. Dennis Newman with the ball now. Down to Freeman. Freeman down deep. Dennis Newman almost Peter Brown. So cut out of goal. Morley to Darren Gibson behind the goal. Kecker. Kecker's down drives forward, comes back inside and gets checked away. The ball's taken off him. Hesitates, give it to Ross Freeman down the back. Out wide. West Australia clearing to Dennis Newman. Dennis Newman almost the end. It's out of goal. And with the ball to Kecker. Kecker's down deep. Starts a little bit of a run. Dennis Newman hesitates, cuts and then shoots. And a save by the goalkeeper. Dennis Newman. The ball's up the centre. Rapake, I think it is, carrying it out. No, yes, it is. Peter Morley up close to him. Yes, behind the goal now. Leads, cuts and then shoots, and a save by the goalkeeper. The ball's up the centre. Right, Repaik still carrying it. Kennedy's now got the ball. Dennis Newman on him. Yes, it is. There'll be a dodge. Peter forward, goes round. The pass in the front and a shot. Yeah, it's behind the goal now, Pip. The ball's in. Right, they were going down the side towards the centre, Pip. Right, Repaik still carrying. Kennedy's now got the ball. Dennis Newman on him. There'll be a dodge. Ball to Ross Freeman. Comes forward, goes round. The pass in the front and a shot. The ball's in. Down deep. Peter Brown. Ross Freeman going down the side towards the centre. Receive it now. We've got Alan Bauer. Dennis Newman in the centre. Peter Morley behind him. The ball to Ross Freeman. Good quick clear. Right, down deep. Peter Brown. Ross Freeman. Right, kicker. One out. Kicker will receive it now. He's down deep. Dennis Newman in with the ball behind him. Morley behind him. Drives back in. It's Australia clearing deep. Right across the ground. Coming up in front of the right. No, that's all right. I was going the other way. One out towards the bench. Goes down deep. Cleared out. Peter Brown with the ball behind the net. West Australia. Drives back in. Ball. Peter Morley standing. West Australia clearing deep. Right across the ground. Coming up in front of the carries the ball. Clay Johnson. Right. Clay Johnson with the ball. Right. I was going the other way. I was going towards the bench. Standing. Right. The ball's cleared out wide. West Australia behind to Jeff Kennedy. Peter Morley standing. Kennedy across to Banyard. Banyard drives Kecker. Tries to turn. No, doesn't get it. The ball. There's another Clay Johnson. Front. Clay Johnson with the ball. Checked it. Out wide. Shot and saved. Ball's loose on the ground. Bauer flips it out. Going behind to Jeff Kennedy. Kennedy across to Banyard. Banyard instead of two. Should have had two hands on the stick. Doesn't get it. There's another go out the front. Right. Fraser McGuffin. Checked it. Shot and saved. Johnson with the ball. Loose on the ground. Bauer flips it out. Morley. Johnson to Kennedy. Kennedy going to attack. He's going to drive and dodge. One hand instead of two. Should have had two hands on the stick. Ball's down the side. Right, Fraser McGuffin. Up to Darren Gibson. It's going to be Johnson with the ball. Run down in the back of the ground there with nobody. Johnson to Kennedy. Yes, we got West Australia going to attack. He's going to drive and dodge here. Have trouble getting out. Big throw out wide. Ball's down the side. McGuffin carrying the ball. We've got Keane out this side. Darren Gibson. It's going to be. It'll get run down in the back of it's time. The back of the ground there with nobody to pick. Oh yes, we got West Australia pick it up. Have face off for the second quarter. West Australia win the draw. Haven't got the ball yet. McGuffin carrying the ball. No, it's still Keane out this side. Dennis Newman straight through. Kicks it in and it's time. Yeah, too early. Darren. 1-2. Would have lost it. Right, face off for the second quarter. West Australia win the draw. Haven't got the ball yet. Yes. No, it's still on the ground. It's Keane having a go. Dennis Newman straight through. Kicks it in the top. Pass out the front. Yeah, too early. Loose ball. Hit the ground. We've got Banyard. No, it's not. Sorry. Clay Johnson with the ball out wide. West Australia going to attack. And that's Keane having a go, and he's still got it. He's popped it over the top. Pass out the front. Loose ball. Hit the ground. We've got Banyard. No, it's not. Sorry. Right across. Clay Johnson with the Kennedy. Kennedy across to Glenn Morley to Repaik down deep. Repaik to Johnson behind the net. Bauer pushing Repaik again. Right, the ball was to Kennedy. Kennedy across pulls it out. Back to Morley. Glenn Morley to Repaik down deep. Morley round the back of the net. Repaik to Johnson behind the net. Drives. Attempts to go. Repaik again. There's a hold. Fakes a shot. There's a hold back to Morley. Hold on 10, I would say. Again, goal down the back net. Kennedy with the ball in his hands. Morley round the back of the net. Pekovic standing to the side. He drives. Just moving around while they're waiting for attempts to go. Change up. Falls. There's a hold. And so there's a hold on now, Johnson. Hold on 10, I would say. Again, goal down the back net. Kennedy with the ball in his hands. Kennedy down deep to the side. They're just moving around while they're waiting for change up. Johnson. Yeah, no pressure at all. Johnson. They're just watching them throw it around out the front. Keane's playing the crease. We've got number 2. There's Dennis Banyard outside. Kennedy the wheel starts turning. Johnson to the back to Kennedy. So outside, out to the front to Repaik. Yeah, no nice pressure at all. Two nice They're just watching them throw it around out the front. Keane's playing the crease. We've got number 2. He's still. Hey, it's a save if you're in front of it. The wheel starts turning. Kicker gets the ball, brings Johnson, it out wide. Back to Kennedy. So outside, out to the front to Repaik. He's running himself into more trouble. Nice save. 2 nice saves by the goalkeeper. Kicker in the centre. Ball He's still Jeff Campbell brings the ball out. Nice run across the centre ground, clears the ball. Kicker gets the ball, brings it out wide. Back to Alan Bauer. Bauer muffs the pass. He's running himself into more trouble than Darren Gibson. Out to Jeff Campbell. Campbell with the ball. Kicker in the centre. At the front, Chris Meredith. Jeff Campbell brings the ball out. Nice run across the centre ground, clears the ball. Darren Gibson with the ball now in deep here. Gibson drives around the back of the net. Right, Darren Gibson out to Jeff Campbell. Campbell with the ball. At the front, Chris Meredith. Pass from Gibson to Campbell was quite good, but Campbell hit the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper back around to Clay Johnson. Drives around the back of the net. Clay Johnson takes it out. Out to Dennis Banyard. They clear it down the ground. Meredith from Gibson to Campbell. Campbell was quite good, but Campbell hit the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper back. A lot of body going in there. Around to Clay Johnson at the back of the net. Clay Johnson takes it out. The ball. Driving down deep. Out to Dennis Banyard. They clear it down the ground. Meredith. Out to Jeff Campbell again. Intercept the ball. Ball still loose. A lot of body going in there at the moment. All right, Clay Johnson loose with the ball. West Australia set out. Glenn Morley with the ball. Kennedy. Morley to Rapaik. Kennedy out to Johnson again. Rapaik driving. Driving again. West Australia set out. Glenn Morley with the ball. Morley to Rapaik. Glenn Meredith. Meredith takes it out quietly. Rapaik driving. Up the centre. Alan Bauer with the ball. Driving again. Bauer to Freeman. A shot over the top of the net. A nice balls with Glenn Meredith. Peter Brown takes it out quietly. Drives at Mounsey. It's up the centre. Alan Bauer with the ball. Drives out the front. Bauer to Freeman. Freeman a shot over the top of the net. In the rear on court. Right, Peter Brown. Peter Brown driving. Drives at Mounsey. Carries it down. Rapaik the ball. Johnson drives out the front way to Rapaik. Martella in the rear on court. That was Banyard. Then to Kennedy. Kennedy to Banyard. Carries it down. Martella the ball. And just keeping out, moving around. I'll get the wheel moving in a minute. Johnson cut across the top, Martella to Rapaik, and it's a shot that's in the back of the net. Johnny Heron in the centre. To Kennedy, Kennedy to Banyard. Victoria. Bell takes the face and draws the ball and wins. And just keeping out, moving around. I'll get the wheel moving in a minute. Drives in, uses his body just to push back a bit. To Rapaik, and it's a shot, and it's in the back of the net. Johnny Heron in the centre. Out wide with the ball. Craig Bell for Victoria. Bell takes the face and draws the ball and wins. Too many home. Ball out to Freeman. Freeman drives in, uses his body just to push back. Victoria ball at the end of the in line. Peter Brown driving. Good Gibson out wide with the ball. Peter Rapaik's taking. Ball's out the middle. It's the ground. Too many home. And it was a shot. Wasn't a good one, but it was out the back. Crosses over the line. Fraser McGuffin was the one that was taken off the ball. In line. Peter Brown driving. Good check there. Morley. Across to Craig Bell. Ball's out the middle. It's the ground. Craig Bell to Ross Freeman. And Glenn Meredith gets it for Victoria. Crosses over the line. Fraser McGuffin was the one that was taken off the ball. All right. Peter Brown behind the net. Morley. Across to Craig Bell. Craig Bell to Ross Freeman. Bit late for Morley. That one was a good cut. Right, Freeman carrying the ball. Peter Brown behind the net. Peter Brown behind the net. Peter Brown, a shot. Bit late for Morley. That one was a good cut. Craig Bell picks it up, pulls it out. Across to Peter Brown. Right, Freeman carrying the ball. Peter Brown behind the net. Peter Brown bringing it down deep. Peter Brown, a shot. Right, on Morley. Craig Bell picks it up, pulls it out. Across to Peter Brown. Yeah, Grimley's shot. Brown. Yeah, Peter Brown to Glenn Meredith, number 7 for the Givets, and Heron in the centre. On Morley. Well, there's a trip. Dennis Newman runs the ball through into the Victorian attack Peter line. Brown to Glenn Meredith, number 7 for against Heron, holding Heron in the centre as well. All right, that's Chrissy Brown this time was down the bottom in number 6 to Freeman to Bukovic. Bukovic drives. Dennis Newman runs the ball through into the Victorian attack line. Freeman down back to Chrissy Brown. Chrissy Brown across to Darren Gibson. Kicker in the centre as well. Gibson to Morley. Morley. Right, that's Chrissy Brown this time is down the bottom in. Number 6 to Freeman to Bukovic. Bukovic drives. Pops it across to Freeman again. Freeman down back to Chrissy Brown. Chrissy Brown across to Darren Gibson. Post. Gibson to Morley. It's going to Peter Brown on the front, right out the front to Ross Freeman. Freeman to Kicker. Kicker down to Chrissy Brown. No, sorry, it's not Chrissy Brown. It's Chris Baker this time. All right, Chris Brown's in the centre. We've got Freeman on the ball. Bukovic's on the ball. He hit the post. Freeman. It's going to Peter Brown on the front to Chris Baker. Right out the front to Ross Freeman. Freeman to Kicker. Kicker down to Chrissy Brown. Moves in. Sorry, it's not Chrissy Brown. It's Chris Baker this time. All right, Chris Brown's in the centre. We've got Freeman on the ball. Ball's off the shot. On the ball. Back to Chris Brown shoots. Sorry, Chris Baker shoots and saved by the goalkeeper. Chris Baker back to Bukovic. Ball's down deep. Ross Freeman pushing into the back. Freeman moves in, pushes a little bit to Brownie. Ball's off the shot. Mounsey carrying the ball down deep. We have Darren Gibson coming down. Shoots and saved by the goalkeeper. Ball's down deep. Ross Freeman pushing into the back corner. Rapay carrying the ball down. I think it was an illegal procedure with an illegal substitution by Victoria. Mounsey carrying the ball down deep. We have Darren Gibson coming to him. Rapay carrying the ball down. Chris I think it was an illegal procedure with an illegal substitution by Victoria. Rapay still driving. Right out deep to Jeff Kennedy. Kennedy being stood by Brad Skepper. We've got Chris Baker pushing in behind. Right, it's out to Banyard. Banyard drives. Mark Haddad. Rapay still driving. Right out deep to Jeff Kennedy. Kennedy being stood by Brad Skepper. Right, Banyard takes it right round the back of the goal. Right, it's out to Banyard. Banyard drives. Now there's a ball Mark coming out. It's right out to Rapay. We got an interference call on blue. Right, Banyard takes it right round the back of the goal. Johnson to Rapay to Johnson. Now there's a ball coming out to Banyard. It's right out to Rapay. Banyard to Johnson. Johnson's on the way in. Rapay. We got an interference call on Johnson. Johnson's almost in a position to shoot. Now Rapay does have a shot. It's down the side of the net. To Rapay to Johnson. West Australian say it's gone out the back, but I don't think it could. It's pretty well nailed down. Johnson's on the way in. Rapay and Johnson. Johnson's almost in a position to shoot. Now Rapay does have a shot. It's down the side of the net. Yeah. West Australian say it's taken out very nicely. Jeff Campbell, he won't slow him down. Maybe he can get 2 hands onto the stick. He might be able to pick the ball up a bit quicker. Kennedy carries it down deep. Jeffrey Campbell. Yeah, shot outside, and it was taken out very nicely. Jeff Campbell, that won't slow him down. Maybe he can get 2 hands onto the stick. He might be able to pick the ball up a bit quicker. Kennedy carries it down taken away by West Australia from the centre. Heron against Craig Bell that time. Right. Shot outside, and it was the ball. So I think it's number. He's driving. Good check. And it's called on something there. We're not taken away by West Australia from the centre. West Australia attacking Heron. The ball's out the front against Craig Bell that time. Right, Johnson down deep with the ball. Johnson to Rapay. Rapay back to Johnson. And it's called on Kennedy back corner and snuck round, and it's in the back of the net. Australia attacking now. Jeff Kennedy from out the front to Clay Johnson. Johnson to Rapay. Rapay back to Johnson. Rapay, Kennedy back corner and snuck round, and it's in the back of the net. Jeff Kennedy from Peter Rapay. She's going to take it all off. Want to be careful with. Is what? Dennis Newman. Peter. Whoops, no, it's still there. She's going to take it all off. Kick it to Freeman. West Australia a man down for interference on the start of the play. Want to be careful with. All right, Chris Baker. Is Chris Brown. Dennis Newman. Peter. Whoops, no, it's still there. Darren Gibson's got it here. Now kick it to Freeman at the back. West Australia a man down for interference on the start of the play. Chrissy Brown will go around to Freeman. Freeman to Chris Baker. Chris Brown. Kick it to Gibson, Brown. Darren Gibson's got it here. Now Peter Brown at the back. Peter Brown going to Chrissy Brown. Chrissy Brown out to Freeman. Chrissy Brown will go around to Freeman. McCavitz to Gibson. Freeman to Kecker. Kecker unloads and shoots. Kecker to save there. Gibson, Brown. Picked up by Chris Baker. Well done to Baker. Baker cuts, gives it to Chrissy Brown out to Freeman. Freeman into ball still McCavitz to Gibson to Kecker. Gibson with the ball. Unloads Gibson to Brown to Freeman. There. Freeman into the back of the net. Picked up by again, Chris Baker. Well done. Right, ball still there. Right, ball to Gibson. Gibson down to Gibson with the ball. Gibson to Brown the back to Freeman. To Freeman in the back of the net. Chris Brown out to the side. Bakavitz again, but Chris Brown will go to Chris Baker. Baker will go to Bakavitz. We've got Peter Brown coming up front now. Darren Gibson on the back with Ross Freeman. Ball to Gibson. Gibson down DV. Freeman towards the front. Gibson round the back to Peter Brown. To Chris Brown out to the side. Kick it to Chris Brown. Chris Brown will go to Chris Baker. Baker will go to Bakavitz. We've got Peter Brown coming up front now. Darren Gibson on the back with Ross Freeman. And shoots. Freeman out the back. Towards the front. There's a cut by Chrissy Brown out the front to Kecker. Kecker to Chris Brown. Right, Gibson coming from behind. Drives, goes round. Swings him back again. Right, Gibson, it's a bad pass. Too many sticks to put it through there. And shoots. Go and help him. It's out the back. Oh, the ball. Picked up there by... who was it? Who we got there? Brad. Steve Mounds. Right, Gibson coming from behind. Down the centre. Drives, a good check round. By, swings him Chris back Baker. Again. The ball's still loose on the ground. Too many sticks to put it through there. Go and help him. Who we got there? 18. The ball. Mark Meadow there by... who was it? Who we got there? Steve Mounsey. Down to the centre. And it's a good check by... going across to the Chris side Baker. Now. The ball's still loose on the ground. Now... Right, the ball's gone down the back. Is Mark Meadow with the ball. No, sorry, it's not Rapay. It's, going across to the side now. Kennedy comes around, sneaky one from the back. Missed shot. The ball's gone down the back. It's with Rapay. Martella to Rapay. No, sorry, it's not Rapay. It's I think it's number. Kennedy comes around, sneaky one from the back. Good body shot by Chris Baker. Slowed that little run down. Martella to Rapay. Right, ball's being held behind. It's a good body check by Chris Baker. Slowed that little run down. Oh, and it's into the back of the net. Oh, big swisher shot. Right, ball's being held behind. No one you can run in. It's a little high one. It's an elbow into the. And it's into the back of the net. That's the stuff. Oh, big swisher shot. Where's bad news? No one you can run in. Yes, Kennedy. Right, face off. It's Craig Bell, West Australia with the ball again. That's the stuff. Oh, where's bad news? Right, ball out wide with Clay. Is that John? Yes. Kennedy. Right, face off. It's Craig Bell, West Australia with the ball again. Goes to Rapay. Rapay runs it down deep with Clay. Joff Campbell, midfield there. Can't pick him a fly, I would think. Yes, he's going him. And a shot. Yeah, wasn't far enough forward. Goes to again, being brought in from behind the net. It's a drive. Plague runs it down deep. He's got it's the cross and it's Joff Campbell, saved. Midfield there. Give him a fly, I would think. Yes, he's going him. And a shot. Wasn't far enough forward. Yes, well played. And again, being brought in from behind the net. It's a drive. Fouled, and it's a foul against number 2. It's the cross and it's saved. Brad Skipper. Right, ball's Chris Baker behind. Yes, well played. Chrissy Brown. Glenn Meredith got the ball out, got fouled, and it's a foul against Gibson number 2, Peter Dennis Banyard. For Chris Baker. Out to Chrissy Brown. Right, ball's Chris Baker behind. Okay, it's Chrissy Brown. Give out to Peter Brown, Chris Baker there. To Gibson. Baker. Gibson to Baker's through. Peter Brown. Chrissy Brown, Chris Baker. In the front, out to Chrissy Brown. Freeman again. Okay, it's give out to Peter Brown, away. Good Chris Baker work by the Victorians. Doubling up there. They got it on quick. Chrissy Brown on the front. Right, Gibson's the ball. Kecker's the ball. Freeman. Chris Brown. Chris Brown to Chris Baker. Ball's been checked away. Good work by the Victorians. Doubling up there. They got it on quick. Yeah, right. Freeman's got it. Ball. Man's come on. Gibson's the ball. And it's a shot on. Kecker's the ball. Freeman. Chris Brown. Ball down the centre. Chris Brown to Chris Baker. Offside, Blue. You should have waited there, Rod. It is. Yeah, right. Yeah. Freeman's got it. Ball. Blue get the man's ball. Come on. And it's a shot on. Ball down the centre. Clear. Good clear by offside, Blue. You should have waited there, Rod. Foul and a slash, and it's on the ground. Blue get the ball. We got number 6, Steve Mounsey. 9-7. Good clear by. There's a foul and a slash, and it's on the ground. Just pretending, man. We got number 6, Steve Mounsey. 9-7.
We've got roughly about 4 games here, won't we?
Have we? Just pretending, man. Yeah, on, are we?
Penalty will be served by number 3 for Victoria, Ken.
Oh, you're joking? Pretty quick 4 seconds. Oh, you're joking? Pretty quick 4 seconds. Yeah. Yeah. We won't be able to keep that score anymore.
Western Australia's 8th goal scored by number 12, Clay Johnson. Assistant by number 14, Jeff Kennedy. Time of the goal, 2 minutes, 50 seconds. Victoria lead 9 goals to 8. Western Australia's 8th goal scored by number 12, Clay Johnson. Assisted by number 14, Jeff Kennedy. Time of the goal, 2 minutes, 50 seconds. Victoria lead 9 goals to 8. Victoria's 10th goal scored by number 16, Dennis Newman.
Oh, yeah.
Can you work?
Penalty to
Oh, yeah.
Ray by number
Where are we?
4,
I didn't see it.
Glenn Morley. Victoria's 10th goal, 1 minute personal foul of /16, Dennis Newman. Goal was scored at 3 minutes, 45 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Victoria lead. Penalty to
Oh, yeah.
Ray by number
Where are we?
4.
trick with your right hand. Yeah, I got that.
Personal foul or slashing.
I won't call it, I'll just take
Goal was scored 3 minutes 45 seconds. Victoria lead 10 goals to 8.
You got the zoom in there? If you operate pull the trigger with your right hand,
I got that.
that's your zoom, in and out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It should stay in the field, right?
Waiting goalkeeper,
I got that again.
back across to the fence. Lots of pressure being applied here by Victoria. Western Australia's having trouble getting this ball out of the back line. Now coming down the side in the... It's across the front, but it's the goalkeeper.
I got that again.
Good pass from Miss Cats, and the ball's out of bounds behind goals. Lots of pressure being applied here by Victoria. Western Australia's having trouble getting this ball out of the back line. Now coming down the side in the... It's across the front, but it's a good pass from Miss Cats, and the ball's out of bounds behind goals.
That good check. Through the crease, yes.
Goals for Western Australia. Passes over to Murray Keane. Back to Martella. Nothing too much happening. Behind goals to Dennis Banyard. Banyard pressing his man, driving. Goals for Western Australia. Passes over to Murray Keane. Wasn't really a shot, but successful body check to Martella. The ball. Nothing too much happening. Goals for the Victorian goalkeeper. To Dennis Banyard. Banyard pressing his man, driving. Kennedy's the man to Morley. Wasn't really a shot, but successful body check to ball in. Passes across the face of goal. And is missed by Victoria for the Victorian goalkeeper. And it could well be an umpire's ball here. Ansell down to Morley. Morley's taking the ball in, passes across the face of goal, but it's missed by Victoria. On the deck, it's a blue ball, and it could well be an umpire's ball here.
Boring game, not worth watching. Lack of body play, body contact.
Standard isn't like the... No, it's a blue ball.
Boring game, not worth watching. Lack of body play, body
Bell
contact.
Passes over across to Freeman. Peter Brown takes the ball behind goals. You better keep that right arm down. Looks like he's almost fending off there.
Craig Bell with the ball.
Bell passes over across to Freeman. Campbell's got the ball again running across the face of the goal. Takes giving his man a go, but he's been held out right arm down. Looks like he's almost fending off there. Back in the front to Bell. Bell's backing off and taking his time. He passes over to Meredith. Almost stationary. Campbell's got the ball again running across the face of the goal. Giving his man a go, but he's being held out quite successfully. Victoria. Back in the front to Bell. Passes across. Bell's backing off and taking his time. He passes over to Meredith. Almost stationary, waiting for a substitution to come on the field. Substitute is now on the field for Victoria. And passes across. Ben Morley's brought the ball the whole way around. Passes over to Murray Keane. Keane passes back to Rapake. Rapake drops the ball off to Clay Johnson. Ben Morley's brought the ball the whole way around. Back to Morley. Passes over to Murray Keane. Keane passes back to Murray Keane. Game's just killing time while the substitute gets organised. The substitute's on the field. Park drops the ball in progress again to Clay Johnson. Ken Nichols has got the ball. He's bringing. He's going to give his man a go. He has a shot for goal, but he dropped his arm over to Murray Keane. Freeman has a shot for goal and puts it right in the back. Just killing time while the substitute gets organised. The substitute's on the field and plays in progress again. Ken Nichols has got the ball, he's bringing. He's going to give his man a go. He has a shot for goal, but he dropped his goal. A very dangerous move, but he's clear and he's off down the field. Freeman has a shot for goal and puts it right in the back of the net. And passes downfield to number, I can't read the number from here, but number 4, Darren Gibson. I might just say at this stage that one goal, a very dangerous move, but he's clear. And he's off down the field, coming in, going to give his man a go. Takes the ball behind goals, coming out the other side. Still passes downfield to number, I can't read the number from here, but number 4, Darren Gibson. Unsuccessful attempt, he backs off and passes off where the Peter Brown's now coming in. Retrieved by Kenny Nichols. Takes the ball behind goals, back behind goals the other side. Still coming out hard, still trying to left hand side. And I wouldn't be at all surprised if that's unsuccessful attempt. He backs off and passes off, sends it into Martella. Martella brings it down and passes to Kenny Johnson. Back behind Clay Johnson again. Taking his time while West coming out from behind on the left hand side. Get organised. Clay passes back wouldn't be at all surprised if that's Banyard's moving in. He's going to give his man a go. Sends it into number 17. Martella brings it down, has a shot to Clay Johnson successfully in the back of the net. Clay Johnson taking his time while Western Australia's attacking field get organised. Clay passes back to Dennis Banyard. Banyard's moving in. He's going to give his man a go. Picks off of number 17. Driving right in goal, has a shot for goal and puts it successfully in the back of the net. But I mean, the voice over. Oh, that's right. Yeah. You just take the moment you plug this in, it overrides it. I know I've done it. I've been down here and filmed, then gone home, and as I've played it, I've done the commentary. So yeah, it should be overriding. The voice over. Oh, that's right. Yeah. You just take the moment you plug this in, it overrides it. Okay. I know I've done it. I've been down here. You rolling? It's a penalty call to Victoria here. So it should be overriding that, shouldn't it? Firmly plants it in the back of the net. Okay. You rolling? It's a penalty call to Victoria there. You rolling or not? Jill firmly plants it in the back of the net. You're going to have to work as a team if you're going to stop all the other kids from getting up. Jill. You're going to have to work as a team if you're going to stop all the other kids from getting it. Just put the power on. Put it back on the power, yeah. Right, okay. Just put the power on. Put it back on the power, yeah. Okay, we're running in. Martella's got the ball for Western Australia. Passes across the face of the goal to Rapaic. Rapaic receives the ball and just waits. Looks like a Western Australian substitution taking place here. Okay, we're running in. Victoria also going to take the opportunity to substitute. Martella's got the ball for Western Australia. Ball's being taken across the face of the goal to Clay Johnson. He's pressing his man hard. Looks like he receives the ball and just waits. Looks like a Western Australian substitution. The goalkeeper taking place here. Victoria also going to take the opportunity to substitute. Ball's being taken behind goals now by Clay Johnson. He's pressing his man hard. Looked like he wants to get himself in position for a shot, and here it comes. And it's into the body of the goalkeeper. This day and age.
Turn it around, put it on him, tell him if you like it.
This day and age. Who's that centreman for Western Australia?
I'd say it's Johnny Hero.
Johnny Hero, West. You rolling? Rolling? That was a good classic centreman for Western Australia. For Western Australia, they took advantage of the man down situation. Johnny Hero, West. You rolling? Rolling? That was a good classic man up play there for Western Australia. They took advantage of the man down situation.
Did it last week.
Yeah, they dominated the first quarter, but
Whose Bubs is that one? Yeah, they dominated the first quarter, but
Lucky again.
whose Bubs is that one? Yeah, 44.
What's his 54? Lucky again. So good. I'll give her another one. I'll give her another one. Willie likes it.
Julie's still trying with you. Unfortunately, City Heavy.
I saw her last night. Beautiful place. We got a Thursday night.
Julie's still trying.
Yeah, it's all I saw her last night. 20 bucks each. We got a Thursday night. Thursday, the fellows' dinner down at the yacht club.
Fellows dinner?
Yeah, so
Somebody come on and that's too much.
20 bucks each. Is Albert Grant. Yeah. And there's no one knows the bill was sense of
I still reckon somebody can run up and that's too much. We get these arms from a small down atmosphere.
Well, that's right.
Where you can lean on people you know.
Yeah, we've got this bloody is Albert Grant.
Me being council,
There's no one knows the
yeah.
bill was sense.
Not that they made much difference because we've always been able to count.
Yeah, that's right.
We get the advantage of a small town atmosphere.
Well, that's right.
Where you can lean on people you know. So what are we starting the last quarter now? Yeah. Me being on council sort of helps a bit. Yeah. Not that they made much difference because we've always been able to help the council. Yeah. Just before you start rolling, just put it on the scoreboard. Yeah, just running over the crowd. What are we starting the last quarter now? Just tell me when you start rolling.
14-12 Victoria.
Okay. Yeah. Down they go for the first draw of the final quarter. It's Heron and Kecker. Kecker comes out, picks the ball up, plenty races straight down the face of the field, but backs
just
away
running
from
over
the
the
clean
crowd.
break. Just tell me when you start rolling. Kecker's still got the ball. Okay. Down they go for the first draw of the final quarter. Down. It's Heron and Kecker. Kecker comes out, probably kill a bit of time, races straight down the man back on the face of the field, but backs away from the clean break. Man's back on the field. Kecker's still got the ball. Unable to pass off. He took Peter Brown's man down. Possession. Going out wide the right hand side. Probably kill a bit of time waiting to get the man back on the field. Man's back on the field to pass off. He's going to give his own man a go, taking around the corner. Passes across the face of the goal to Peter Brown. Peter Brown giving his man a go. Peter Brown's now got possession. Pretty close. Gets in the front wide the right hand side by Gibson of Victoria. Nichols fails to get the shot away. To pass off. He's going to give his own man a go, taking around the corner. Foul been called against. Passes across the face of the goal to Peter Brown. Peter Brown giving his man a go, hugging that circle pretty close. Gets in the front there. Ansell takes the ball. Oh yeah. Nichols fails to get the shot away. And there's a foul been called against whom? Western Hiren. Peter Opake's got the ball. Ansell takes the ball. Oh yeah. Rapake taking the ball behind goals. Western Australia don't appear to be in any hurry. He's now sorting out his man. Looks like he's going to set himself up to get this man a go. He has a shot for goal, but it's a poor shot, quite easily deflected by the Victorian goalie now, and pulls his thing off the button. Taking the ball behind goals. Western Australia don't appear to be in any hurry. He's now sorting out his man. Looks like he's going to set himself up to give this man a go. He has a shot for goal, but it's a behind goal. Poor shot, quite easily deflected by the Victorian Peter Brown now, and pulls his thing off the button. Gibson puts it back out the front to Chris Brown. Chris Brown lobs it out to Freeman, and Freeman's giving his man a go. Tried to pick off a Chris Brown and unsuccessfully takes the ball behind goals.
Passes off to Peter Brown, and Peter Brown flips it over to Gibson again. Peter Brown's giving man a go. Look, Chris Brown lobs there to Freeman. Freeman's giving his man a go. Tried to pick off Chris Brown, has a shot but misses, and the ball goes unsuccessfully behind goals. Takes the ball behind goals. Passes off to Peter Brown, and is it number 1? Is it? Starts the manoeuvre over again. Peter Brown's giving man a go, looking for pass off in front, but it isn't there. So Peter Brown takes the ball out the front. Comes round the corner, goal has a shot downfield to Mike Ferguson. Bounce behind Ferguson passes off to Dennis Banyard. Banyard over the centre of the field to Jeff Kennedy. Jeff Kennedy stalls. Waits for Western Australia to set themselves up for some manoeuvre. Passes downfield to Mike Ferguson. Victoria going to take some passes off to Dennis Banyard. Banyard over the centre of the field driving through now. Jeff Kennedy. Victoria Jeff Kennedy stalls. Waits for Western Australia lose possession during that play manoeuvre. In the meantime, by Bow for Victoria going to take advantage of the captain, number 1. Banyard's driving through now, whilst Victoria are substituting. Haddad in the centre field lose possession during that play. The ball, Peter Morley's bringing the ball into attack. Victoria. Morley passes across number 1 to Nichols. Nichols running across the top side. Looking for a pass off, but he's decided to give it a go himself. Yes, Peter Morley's bringing the ball into attack. There's a successful move by Ross Freeman at last. Passes across to Nichols. Nichols running across the top side. Looking for a pass off, but he's decided to give it a go himself. Yes, and there's a successful move by Ross Freeman at last. He's a bit on the heavy side, Ross Freeman. Haven't even used a third of the tape yet. There's every chance on the 3 series on one tape.
5th goal of the game. Assisted by number 3.
Haven't even used a third of the tape. Fast play. The fast goal is a good goal. Meredith was a goal scorer.
Heron's holding every time Dennis Newman with the ball.
Okay, Dennis Newman for Victoria. The fast goal is a good goal. Bring the ball into play.
Yeah.
Meredith was a goal scorer. Newman's a bit of a one-man band there, but he finally loses possession, and it's taken back down the field by Hiram. Okay, Dennis Newman for Victoria to the centre for Western Australia, who fumbles the pass, and the ball hits the ground and finally picked up by Clay Johnson for Western Australia. One-man band there, but he finally loses possession, and it's taken back down successfully by Hiram. Did Keeney get that? Hiram passes off to the centre for Western Australia, who fumbles the pass, and the ball hits the ground and finally picked up by Clay Johnson for Western Australia. Clay runs an open goal and successfully. Did Keeney get that? I was looking at the program. So you really need to memorise these names before you start playing. And he was kicking there.
Assisted by number 12, Clay Johnson.
How long has he been playing since Victoria? He's old, isn't he?
5 seconds. Victoria leads.
Hiram in the centre.
Yep. And there's the draw. Keka gets it out, but it's picked up off the ground. No, it's not by Western Australia. Finally picked up by Victoria. By Chris Baker. Yep. Baker delaying while there's a substitution. And there's the draw. Keka gets it out, but it's picked up off the ground. No, it's not by Western Australia. Finally picked the ball back into play, and here's a set-up. Victoria. And there's a by Chris Baker. Nice goal by Banyard. Baker delaying while there's a substitution. Keka picks the ball up cleanly this time. Victoria brings it straight into a behind goals down the Western Australian end. Bring the ball back into play, and here's a set-up. Passes off to Peter Brown. Peter Brown's taking nice the ball behind goals by Banyard, and he's looking to pass over to Freeman. Freeman receives the ball on the right-hand side of Victorian goal. This time Victoria brings it straight into attack. Nichols holds the ball while there's a Victorian substitution. Passes off to Peter Brown. Peter Brown's taking the ball behind goals, and he's looking to pass over to Freeman. Freeman receives the ball on the right-hand side of the Victorian goal. Centre field by Meredith. Meredith brings the ball back into play for Victoria. Nichols holds the ball. He's going to give his defender a go. He gets himself right in position. Man coming on, gets a shot away, but it's blocked by the Western Australian defender and taken upfield by Steve Mounsey. However, it's retrieved. The pass field by Meredith. Meredith brings the ball back into play. Retrieved by Horan. Horan passes off to give his defender here go. He gets into a right position, gets a shot away, but it's blocked by the Western Australian defender and taken upfield. Clay Johnson gone out wide by Steve Mounsey. The pass off is fouled up. Biding his time. However, it's a substitution by Horan. Horan passes off to Glenn Morley. Glenn Morley takes the ball down. Passes over to Clay Johnson. Gets a shot away, but it's deflected by the Victorian goalkeeper again. Clay Johnson. And it's retrieved out front by Peter Rapake. Just biding his time while this is a substitution. Rapake just hanging on the ball, waiting for the team to get set up. They're in position now. Rapake's going to give his man a go and try to get a shot away. Gets a shot away, but it's deflected. Gets forced out by his goalkeeper again. He's pushed off around behind the retrieved out front by Peter Rapake. Rapake still in possession. Rapake just hanging on the ball, waiting for the team to get set up. He backs right off. Now Rapake's going to give his man a go and try and get a shot away, but he gets forced out by his defender. Play again. He's pushed off around behind the possession, going back behind the Western Australian goal. Rapake still in possession. Once again, he's giving his man a go. He's coming around the right-hand side. Not there. Looking to try to get a shot away, but he's being held successfully at bay by the Victorian defender. Bring the ball back into play again. Rapake still in possession, going back behind the Western Australian goal. Kenny Nichols holding Rapake out there. Once again, he's giving his man a go. He's coming around the right-hand side. Looking to try to get a shot away, but he's being held successfully at bay by the Victorian defender. Where's the ball? The ball's... Okay. Jeff Kennedy's got the ball. Kenny Nichols holding Rapake out there. Trying to give his man a go. A nice pick there, but no successful move comes from it. And I'm lost. Where's the ball? The ball's... And it's cleared down to Nichols. Kenny Nichols now is Jeff Kennedy's got the ball in midfield. Western Australia goes across the face of goal. His man a go to a nice Freeman. Nice Freeman there, but behind him, no successful move comes from it. Oh, do you know? And it's cleared down to Nichols. Kenny Nichols now is going to give Rapake a go in midfield. Goes across the face of goal. Passes off to Freeman. Freeman back behind him. You got it? To Jeff Kennedy. Jeff Kennedy's racing on an open goal. Victoria quick to converge. And he passes off the right-hand side to, I think it's Clay Johnson over there.
Oh, I see. Well, we've got one down the bottom.
You got one down the bottom?
That's all I got.
Okay. So Jeff Kennedy. Jeff Kennedy's racing on an open goal. Victoria quick to converge. And he passes off the right-hand side back to, I think it's Clay Johnson over there. Western Australia having distinct problems here, making their attacking move successful. Okay. Just going back and forth, the Banyard Martella to Banyard's now having a run across the face of the goal. Martella back to passes off Banyard. And it's going to be Western Australia having distinct problems here, making their attacking move successful. Just going back and forth, the Banyard Martella. Banyard's now having a run across the face of the goal, but he passes off to, and it's going to be out of bounds in the midfield position by the official bench. Hi. Have you? You got the van full yet? Have you? Yeah. Okay, buzz off, I'm trying to concentrate. Okay, Craig Baker behind goals, Peter Brown. You got the van full yet? Peter Brown looking to the pass off the front, but it's not there. He's come around the corner, going to have a go himself, but he backs away back behind goals. Yeah. And he passes back to Kecker. Buzz off, I'm trying to concentrate. On the right-hand corner out the top to Freeman. Okay, Craig Baker behind goals to Peter Brown. Not very successful. Trying to give his man a go, pass off the front, but it's not there. He's coming around the corner, going to go himself, but he backs away back behind goals. Passes back behind goals to Brown. Kecker on the right-hand corner on the circle by Western Australia. To Freeman. Freeman looking for a pick there. The ball's retrieved by Kecker. Not very successful against Western Australia by the look of it. Trying to give his man a go, but successfully being held out by the Western Australian defender. Passes back behind goals to Brown. Brown gets creamed on the circle by Western Australia. However, the ball's retrieved by Kecker, and there's a foul there against Western Australia by the look of it. Smile.
You have to be good to beat the kids, mate. Smile.
40 all. Remaining.
Other activities.
Scores 40 all.
Do you want me to do a commentary as well? Dickhead with the sunglasses is...
I'm on it.
There's about 30 seconds remaining in the game, and it's 15 Western... The first, the extra time. Do you want me to do a commentary as well? Dickhead with the sunglasses is a breakthrough. We're playing Prince ball down for Western Australia. There's about 30 seconds remaining in the game, and it's 15 Western the ball for Western Australia. It's even time, so there's a local